Hello, I'm Chris Williams from Read Comics They're Bad For You, the name of my YouTube channel. Or if you're watching this on BitChute, the name of my BitChute channel is Comic Freak. I talked about this in other videos before, but this video in of itself is worthy of being discussed. Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker originally had a bigger role for Luke. So come along with me as we talk about how, Kathleen Kennedy completely screwed the pooch on this subject, and as a result ruined Star Wars Episode 9. After The Last Jedi killed him off, Luke Skywalker only had a minor role in Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker, with Mark Hamill turning up for a cameo during the scene when Rey returns to Ahch-To. In the original version of Episode 9, however, the legendary Jedi Master would have had a much more significant part to play. This week, various drafts of Colin Trevorrow's initial version for the sequel trilogy final have surfaced online. The final draft is the one that's most fascinating, though, as it gives us the idea of how the completed product would have turned out if the Jurassic World director hadn't split from Lucasfilm and J.J. Abrams wasn't brought on board. One notable change in his script is the continual role for Luke's Force Ghost throughout the plot. Essentially, Luke would have returned to haunt his nephew Kylo Ren in a bid to get him to change his ways, in particular when Kylo visits Vader's old stomping ground of Mustafar on the hunt for a powerful Sith holocron. Luke would have warned him that this is where the dark side always leads to, an empty tomb. Despite his best efforts, Luke fails to redeem Kylo, leading him to believe he can't change. Meanwhile, Luke and Rey share a scene later on in the story at the heroine's lowest point, similar to the Rise of Skywalker version here, though the pair would have gotten to a heated argument, firstly over Rey's insistence that Kylo can be redeemed, and then also over the effectiveness of the Jedi, with Rey claiming that they never truly brought balance to the Force, as darkness always destroyed them. This would have been an interesting inversion of the pair's viewpoints in The Last Jedi. The character was also to have appeared in the third act, again pleading with Kylo to stop his evil actions, and then likewise echoing what happened in Rise, encouraging Rey and imbuing her with a new hope when she's near death. A memorable moment would have then occurred when he tells her that she's not the last Jedi, as he'll always be with her. It's clear that Trevorrow wanted to make the most of Luke in his take on the movie, while Abrams perhaps decided to keep him to the sidelines, as there were so many characters to juggle. But this is one take on it. Trevorrow really wanted them to alter The Last Jedi. They could have, because Carrie Fisher had died before the movie had been released a full year. What he wanted to do was have him make Luke the Last Jedi. This could have easily have happened with Carrie's passing, easily because in The Last Jedi, because Leia had been basically stranded in space and presumably dead, she could have had a heroic last moment being that. But no, instead we got the horrible Mary Poppins moment in The Last Jedi that totally basically made people hate that movie. So instead of Leia living, we could have had her die, and we could have had Luke live, because they could have just cut out the scene where he had basically died at the end of the movie. This was all done easily, or could have been done easily, by Kathleen Kennedy at Lucasfilm. But no, she kept on with her plan, and thus we ended up with what Star Wars Episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker became. If you like this video, subscribe. Make sure you're still subscribed, because YouTube is going around unsubscribing people, so make sure you're still subscribed. If you're watching my videos but you're not subscribed, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, Read Comics They're Bad For You. Then go over to BitChute and subscribe to my BitChute channel, Comic Freak. And go over to Library and subscribe to my Library channel that is also named Comic Freak. Hit that bell for notifications, hit that like button, and leave some comments down below. And if you could you also please share this video? Share it on Twitter, share it on Reddit, and share it on Facebook. Share it anywhere you think it'll do the most good, because YouTube is not going around promoting their own YouTube creators anymore, and it would really help me if you could please share this video. Now listen closely. Keep checking back in all my future videos for more information on my own upcoming independent comic book, Scumdogs. I'm Chris Williams, and I'll be back again tomorrow with another video or review.